Hey everyone, this is Mike. Today the Blue Mage adventures continue with T13, Bahamut, the last raid that we had to do of the Realm Reborn raids for our Blue Mage quest. And this one took us quite a lot of time compared to the other two that we did. Fight of course is a little bit harder as well. And we did cheese some things here or there. For example, the whole ad phase is pretty much one cheese fiesta. And the same thing kind of goes for the last phase. So we went in, of course, me still playing as the off tank here. We don't technically need an off tank in this fight. Because you can just have one person tank Bahamut and that is pretty much it. I did however stay in the tank mimicry, stayed in my mighty guard, I believe it is called, for the majority of the fight, purely as a safety precaution in case the main tank was to die. Then it's very easy for me to take over and start tanking the boss as well, because the downside of playing Blue Mage is that everything is a GCD, everything is a cast bar as well. Well, not everything is a GCD, but most of your important stuff is. And for example, the provoke as well as the tank stance are both costed GCD. So if I had to take over tanking, I would have to use 2 GCDs before I would be able to start tanking. Then of course, during that time other people might already be attacking the boss. During that time other people might get stomped by Bahamut in the meantime. So that is why I decided to stay in Mighty Guard for the most part of this fight, purely for the fact that if the main tank was to die, it's very easy for me to take over. The damage check also isn't really existent because Blue Mage is pretty busted when it comes down to dealing damage. So it's not like we needed the extra DPS of me not being in Mighty Guard. So that's why I stay in there. Now, some things that we cheesed, for example, the Earthshakers are really nice to cheese in this one because you can avail the tank. So what you normally have in a normal scenario is you have cover from Paladin, where the Paladin takes the damage from somebody else that he is covering, but avail is basically the other way around, or at least I think it's called avail, where you, the DPS, are availing a tank and then you're basically giving them the reverse cover. So that worked out really nice for the Earthshakers. In the second phase we tried to do that as well, but I actually ended up getting 2 of the Earthshakers if I'm not mistaken. So I just end up running around trying to give as much space as possible in the arena. Because of course when you avail, you don't get the puddles and that kind of stuff. Whereas if you don't avail, you of course do get all of the puddles. So you need to try to make sure that you give some space to still have people run around and that kind of stuff. Now, when it came down to the ad phase, we pretty much cheesed the whole thing with level 4 or level 5 def, I don't know which one of the two it is, as well as with missile, because missile works on pretty much everything in there. Level 5 def does as well, so we usually try to use level 5 def. The people that weren't using level 5 def were using missile in case level 5 def was to fail, because I believe it is only like a 50% chance of working. So that is why we had some people using missile, some people using def, and then hoping to basically one-shot all of the ads like that. Then last phase of Bahamut, we pretty much just cheesed the whole thing by using Diamondback whenever there was a Mega Flare going off, because there are so many things going on in that last phase with the Mega Flare. Instead of just risking it, because of course it also does a crazy amount of damage because you're all playing as a DPS and not really having a tank or a healer there. We decided to just use Diamondback for the mechanics. That way pretty much everybody would always survive the Mega Flares, so we didn't really have to worry about it all that much. So again, Blue Mage, pretty cheesy job when it comes down to doing these raids on it. You need to see the best way, or at least find out the best way to try and cheese all of these. Definitely the hardest one so far. We are heading into Brute Justice A8 Savage in Wednesday, I believe. That is actually our next raid is going to be, because we're opening up our schedule a little bit, which is quite nice. That is probably going to be the hardest one that we probably have to do at all, because Brute Justice is a pretty difficult fight, and because we're all playing as all 8 DPS, mechanics are also going to be a little bit tougher, because we can't just say, okay, tanks only have to take care of these 2 mechanics, healers will get these 2 and the DPS will get these. No, everybody can get every mechanic on Gavel, for example, because we're technically 8 DPS and not 2 tank, 2 healer and 4 DPS. But that's gonna be for some other time. Today, T13, I'm gonna let the rest of the gameplay run out, and then tomorrow, of course, we will have the first one of Alexander A4 Savage, which we actually ended up one-shotting, I believe. So that one was a quite hectic of a pull, but we ended up making it work anyways. But that's gonna be for tomorrow. For now, T13, I hope you enjoy.
Just when I said I only have the melee range for a real aggro game, because we all use the stance.
You can use the white range.
Oh yeah, even less mana.
No, but just to get the aggro. Let's kill them, because the next live one will be soonish. Okay, it's ready. Go. Careful to twin.
They should just be spread.
Did you
I get
walk
him
into
up.
the wall or?
No,
Yes.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. Yes.
Please get aggro on that thing, by the way. Okay, never mind.
What thing?
Please get aggro on it.
Let me
Missile
drain.
too strong.
There's gonna be small ones again after.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That one is immune to magic. Yay.
Now we can do it. Huh.
Well, aggro works.
So yeah, if you have the shaker in last phases, then you can also just move close to the edge, take one, move a bit on the side, and then make a triangle.
So we do a veil, but we still have to do the fucking movement.
Only if you don't have a veil. Like, because
Oh,
we will see
okay.
more than one set, some people might have
Okay,
like,
okay, yeah. Kill the
So
thing,
the one
kill the
that
thing.
So the one that cannot do it normally, normally,
Kill these.
the veil version just have to go to the edge
Okay.
and make that a small triangle. Just be careful, do not never go at the move. Because
Spread. Stay spread. Stay spread. Stay spread.
Why do you walk into me?
I did not pay attention to you, to be honest.
Nice.
Can you heal Zaka?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it normally. Diamond back now. We should be out of it soon enough.
Okay, did it.
Hell yeah.
Remember to remove your mighty guard.
Wait, it actually did 0 damage.
Yeah. Even you, Bambi, remove mighty guard. Oh, shite.
Oh,
Okay,
Ah.
get ready for the mega.
Do
Oh,
you
my
even
diamond
have
back.
to
Diamond
spread
back.
that?
My diamond back didn't go off.
Oh
You have
no.
time.
I mean, I don't.
Yeah, he's fine, he's
Whack
fine.
knocked in.
Oh,
I've got the
fine.
tower. I've got the tower.
Moon flute.
Don't
1
forget
second
about your
delay.
dots.
Yeah, renew the dot and Earthshaker are next. Get ready for the Earthshaker.
Oh, that red Tempest string also. Oh, this is
I think it's gonna be mega again, right? Spread a bit.
really
Oh, no, it's like
oh,
more.
come on.
It's gonna be after that, then we will have the mega. So spread already. And
Wasn't that Kika?
No, it's mega.
Okay. I'll have added for Kika again.
No, I'll add all this then.
Yeah, mega.
Diamond
Just
back.
diamond back.
What about the oh, spawns?
Yeah.
The tower spawns on top of it.
And it's gonna be the new Earthshaker now.
No, I got it. Okay, I'll just do it normally then.
Yeah. You have to move a bit light.
Ah,
I still get a Tempest Wing, right? Yeah, I thought so. I cannot get
I'm
him.
raising him. I'm raising him. Giga next, Adol and everything.
Hey, Kong.
I got
Fine, Adelson.
that wasn't it.
Akmon,
Yeah, fine.
When can we sting from?
not yet. It's like at 8% or something. It's gonna be Mega Flame next. Get back some mana. Diamond back.
Top.
Of Shaker next. Careful that there is still one puddle, so...
Oh, I got it again. Yeah.
Should be a Nakmon soon. Nakmon.
Almost in stinger range.
Just start the Moon Flute and you can think now. PS, PS, go before the Mega Flare. Go.
Hey.
Hey!
Guys.